What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. Man, I'm back again. Story time, yeah. Oh, man. Just real quick, though, before we go off into it. For those who didn't see the short or they seen the other short and y'all might be under the impression that we going live tomorrow night, Sunday. No, we're not. I'm gonna go live Tuesday night. This coming Tuesday night, which I think is the 10th. Same time, same place, same everything. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 8 o'clock Central Time, which is the South. 9 o'clock East Coast Time, New York. 6 o'clock West Coast Time, LA. We gonna go live, man. We gonna kick some stuff around. Tuesday, not Sunday, but Tuesday. Okay. Anyway, now that we got that out the way, y'all remember when I told you I took a program one time in prison. Now y'all know programs. Everybody take them if they can. Everybody trying to get out of prison as quick as they can, as soon as possible. Everybody trying to make their chances as best they can when they go in front of the parole board or when they file go in front of the parole board. So, everybody rushed to get these drug programs, anger management, all man, you got all type of stuff you take. Now, one prison I was in Alabama, they had a program called Vipassana. Now, I did a video about this one time. It's a meditation course to where, now what they do, they'll go in the gym. The people come from the streets, and they come all the way from India, somewhere, Pakistan, Iraq, or where Hindu, or wherever. They be doing all the wherever they do all that at, that's where these people come from. So now this was one of the only two prisons in the whole United States that had this program. This one right here, the one in Alabama, and they in whatever prison in Washington, the state of Washington, not DC, but like Seattle, Washington, stuff like that. Whatever prison it was, they was the only other prison who had it. So anyway, it was a meditation course. Now what they would do, I spoke on this before, but not what I'm finna tell you now. But now what they would do, they would take the whole gym and they would blank it out. They would white it out. There is nothing of color left. All the little logos on the wall, the basketball, the rim, all that got white paper around it. All of the walls are got white sheets and paper and everything around it. There's nothing in there but all white, like you in a glow or something. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we go in there now. The class usually starts out about 40 people. Now it's I gotta remember, I think it was a 10-day course. If I can't, don't get me wrong, it was either a 10 or 12-day course, something like that. Excuse me. 10 or 12-day course. And so when you go in there, it's total silence. When it starts, when everybody get in there, once they talk to you and da 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 da, it's total silence. There can't nothing else be said. And of course, dudes be cheating, and some fools in there with their cell phone, and you know what I'm saying, trying to smoke cigarettes around the back because the free world people, you know what I'm saying, the fools with them dots on their head, they'll go off into this little room and section themselves off, close the door. So now we all out here on the floor doing whatever we do. Now they want us to respect the fact that it's supposed to be what they call noble silence. Noble silence. Ain't no noble silence in prison, man, with us. Man, we back acting the fool like a big dog. And then it's a non-meat. Everything is vegetarian. You don't get no meat, no none of that. You eat good though. They feed you good. Oh man, they feed you real good. It just ain't no meat. And so when people now I done seen this program for like before I went, I seen it like a couple of years prior. And it was a lot of, stigma around it. A lot of people talking about weird, crazy stuff that go on in the program. People hooping and hollering. Put it like this here. When you go in, when they every time, when they start with 40 people. By the time the 12 days is up, there's never been more than 15 people that graduated all the way to the end. Because, man, look, it was some strange things going on up in there, man. People was really, really tripping out. This meditation stuff is for real. It's a trip, man. It ain't nothing to play with. It ain't nothing you will get in contact with your inner spirit, and sometimes you're gonna get in contact with some spirits you don't want to. It was tripped me out, man. Remember when I told y'all about it the first time, I told y'all about how I turned into a bird. I turned into a bald eagle. No, as them youngsters say, no cap. I literally turned into a bald eagle, and I was finna get the F up out of there. They talked me down. Because dudes be wigging out, tripping out, and going through all type of little crazy stuff, man. And like when you wig out, they'll take you in the little room and talk to you. And if you want to stay, you can stay. But if you just can't take it, you got to go, you can go. Every morning I woke up, it was some empty mats on the floor because you sleep on the floor. And it's sectioned off. You're in your own little area with the string and the sheets on both sides, but it's all over the place. Then they got the little area with the pillows you can sit on. Now, everybody can't sit on them pillows all day like that. I was one of them. I wasn't finna sit down like that all day. Shoot, I was too big. They'll let you sit in a chair. And you be in there, man, and like the day when I was in there, when I tripped out and turned into that bird, I went in that room and talked to them people. They talked me down. They talked me off the ledge, y'all. I was finna go. They talked me off the ledge. Now, I really wanted to graduate this program because it was known everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people who graduated this program, they went home. Not everybody, but a lot. So, okay, I really wanted the program. So I was in there with a couple of homies. We signed up together, and when I told y'all about the homie CeeLo, he wigged out, but he stayed. Like I say, the day after I wigged out and they talked me in the stand, you be meditating. You ain't gotta make that noise, but you be having your eyes closed, and they got the little funny little music and it little ding, some old weird stuff. And man, you will go someplace, homie. You will, man, fools that had outer body experiences. They done had, man, all type of stuff go on. So you can't tell me it ain't real because I seen it myself, man. I literally turned into a bald eagle and was flying. And I jumped off of a cliff. I told y'all about it when I went to holler. Like a bird. Woo-hoo, boy. The skin is tender, boy. But anyway, I ain't finna go into that story. I told it once before in detail. Anyway, I'm going to tell you about something else I seen while I was in there. Man, dude tripped out one day. Tripped out bad. Man, a lot of times when you trip out, now not everybody tripped out. Not everybody. But those who did, those who really got into it and went to tripping, it's based off what you got inside of you. You know what I'm saying? What's in your mind, what's in your heart, what's in your soul, what's in your spirit. It's based off a lot of that. And, man, stuff will come out. And how it come out, you don't have no control over it. You don't know what's going to happen until it happened. And when it happened, boy, look here, woo-wee. But, man, one day, this might have been about my eighth day in. About the 8th day in, y'all. And we going through the process, we got up, ate the little breakfast they give us, you know what I'm saying? You able to go lay back down for a minute, because once they got a little bell, like a little ding, 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 you know what I'm saying? They hit that little bell, you got to get up, you got to come into the meditation area. The little free world, little Hindu or whatever they be sitting up at the front, cross-legged. Man, I don't know how them people sit like that all day. We was sitting like that for hours. Not I, says the fat man. You know what I'm saying? No. My bones don't bend like that. They was bending it like Beckham. But you got to come get in your little area and get ready, and the dude here go to you know what I'm saying? He be like, yeah, all right. Man, listen, I didn't never close my eyes again. No more. No more. I wasn't closing my eyes for nothing. Once I turned into a bird, I said, oh no, I'm not playing with these people. No, I don't know what they got going on up in here. These little funny bunny little incense, they be melting and burning. It might got some type of something in it, hallucinogenic or whatever might have been in it. Something, man. No, man, I wasn't with none of that. Period. So, you're supposed to close your eyes and meditate. I wasn't closing spit. From that point on, man, I'm like this here. About every 5 or 10 minutes, one of the little free world dudes up there, one of them little robe wearing cats, they'll be like this here, and they open their eyes up and scan the room. Then they go back in their little trance. Bump you, man, shoot. I'm watching them fools like a hoe. I'm not, man, listen, not nothing. When I see one of them open their eyes and go to scanning, this is what I do. I got one eye open, but it's cracked. I ain't closing my eyes, period. No. Ain't no telling what I'm finna turn into if I close my eyes again, and I'm not doing it. Period. So luckily, I'm lucky I had my eyes open. Cause like I tell you, man, fools was wigging out left and right. Man, what? Man, listen, so this about the 8th day in. About the 7th or 8th day in. I think the 8th day in. Man, look, we just went in there. We been in there about an hour maybe. And got the little that don't be them. That be this little radio thing they be playing for us. So man, I'm doing my due diligence. I'm watching. I'm watching because I don't know what's been happening up in here at any given time. Like I say, man, we in about an hour. I'm sitting there tripping. I'm tripping. Man, listen. From my peripheral, I see movement. I immediately beam down on it. What's going on? Man, the dude all the way at the end, he stood up. His eyes was closed though. He stood up. He didn't make no noise. Cause he made some noise. The folks with the dots on their head up front, they would have looked. They still, yeah, I'm looking dead at this fool. Man, I'm not playing the radio with these people up in here, man. I'm looking at him. In my mind, I'm like, man, what this fool doing? He just stood up. He's standing there. His eyes closed, though. It's like he in a trance. Man, the man turned his head this way. Turned his head toward me, like down the little road he was on. Man, my eyes got big as Volkswagen lights. Cause his eyes closed. Man, I'm looking at this fool. Man, I'm looking. I'm like, man, what? You all right? Man, the fool body turned. His body turned that way real slow. When his body turned, my body turned too. I'm like, oh, shoot, Man, what's been to happen? What he got going on? Is he going to the bathroom or what? Man, the man's eyes flew open. Bam! When his eyes flew open, he hollered, and put his hands up like claws. Oh, man. Lord, have mercy. Yow! He took off running straight toward me. At least in my mind, I thought he was coming toward me. I'm like, what? Man, I done already turned. I was already in run position. Man, when the fool come that way, I jumped up and ran too. What? I'm gone. Yow! When he hollered, and took off running, I hollered too. He hollered, ah! I start coming. I just, ah! And what? We both hollering. Man, I run toward the wall. The dude is coming when all that hollering went on. The people up front, the free world people, they look. So everybody else that was doing the little meditation stuff already, but now some people's already looking though too. But most of them, they eyes flew up and they looking like, man, what's up? When I get to the wall, I turn around and look. The dude's still coming. Man, I'm finna run toward the door. Wasn't no need. Man, he never he made it down all the way to me. Man, it was a white guy. I can't remember his name, but I never forget it, man. Everybody looking, this dude come running, man, like Frankenstein, but he was moving fast. He was running. He looked like a zombie, but he was one of them. He wasn't like them them regular AME zombies. No. This fool was like one of them zombies on World War Z with Brad Pitt. The fast ones take off real fast. Man, that man came down that aisleway and dove on that white boy, man. Dove on him. Wah! Looked at like a Wendigo. Looked at like a athletic Bigfoot or something. Man, he dove. He knocked the white dude to the floor and bit him. Bit him on the shoulder. Man, that white boy. Dude, when he bit him, he shook. I'm looking. Oh, what? Man, what? Man, they ran. Look, the other dudes that was in there, they grabbed the dude, the free world people, they run over there, they get him. Dude rolled on his back, went to hollering. Everybody holding him down. He just shaking his head. I'm like, man, scariest movie I ever seen in my life for me was The Exorcist. That's what it reminded me of. I'm like, man, I'm looking. So, make a long story short, the free world people, they go get the regular police. They hit the door, and when they call, and when they hit the door, they called in, and the regular police came in. They came got this fool. They came got him. I seen him again after that though. They came got him. They took him out. They got all his mattress and stuff off the floor. They took all his stuff. Took the white dude to the infirmary. He was able to come back, but man, they trying to uphold noble silence. So with them trying to uphold they so-called noble silence, they don't want to tell me. They don't want to explain to me what just happened. Inquiring minds want to know. Man, listen, man, I just had a starring role in Paranormal Activity, and y'all mean to tell me, talk about when I go to him, I'm like, hey sir, man, what happened? What happened? He gonna tell me something about something. He don't make the shh sound. He don't make it. He just go like this. Man, I'm looking at this fool. Talk about some shh. Man, look, ain't no shh, none of that. Man, I just seen a fool turn in to a Pinhead off Hellraiser. And you mean to tell me you gonna tell me some, like, don't talk about it, man, fool, y'all better get to explaining something, or you need to go get the police and come get my stuff too, because I'm finna go. Because, look, I'm not finna get bit. I'm not finna be no victim. None of that. I ain't got no knife in here. These fools jumping out their skin on a daily, turning into stuff. I done already turned into a bird. And you think, and you don't want to explain to me what that was? What just happened? Man, I'm telling for, hey man, look, hey, get me out of here. I'm ready to go. Of course they talked me out of it. But man, I ain't never seen nothing like that. I had never seen nothing like that, y'all. I was like, man, what is that? Make a long story short, man, I ended up making it through the program, graduated, got a certificate, which, by the way, didn't do spit for me. It didn't do nothing, man. It didn't do nothing for me, man. I went to this program way back in 2009. I went to that dumb program way back in 2009, man. Y'all see, I didn't get out till dang near 10 years later. You know what I'm saying? 8, 9 years later. So obviously it didn't do good. But that yeah. Look, when we got out the program, it was about a week went by. I seen the dude, and I flew over there to him. Hey, homie, check it out. Now, I was a little apprehensive about walking up on him, because I didn't know if this dude was a vampire or what. You know, what's happening with this fool. So when I got up on him, I'm like, man, he like, what's up to him? I'm like, man, what happened to you, man? He like, man, I don't know. Man, I don't know. I say, do you know you bit that white boy, man? He say, man, I don't even remember biting him, man. They tell me I bit him. Yeah, you bit him. I say, you made me run. I thought you was coming at me. He said, man, I don't remember nothing, Tone. I said, man, that's crazy. That's when I proceeded to tell him about, I turned into a bald eagle. I turned into a bird. I was on the edge of a cliff and jumped off when I was falling. I turned into a bird, homie. I say, so shoot. I guess what happened to you, just, hey. I'm like, well, you'll do it? He like, man, I ain't never going in that class no more. He said, I ain't gonna do that no more. He don't do that no more, man. I was like, he like, man, woo. I'm like, I feel you, homie. But yeah, man, that's just one of the things I seen. I seen a few more other stuff, man, I can tell y'all about. Man, that man, fools, they was in there tripping out, man. I told y'all the story about how the one dude say he left out his body and went all the way home to Detroit and went down through the roof of his house and seen his wife in the bed and described everything she had on. When he got out the program, he called her and told her. She called the police, the prison, to see if he had escaped and was at her house. Because she said he called and said everything she had on, she think he at her window. But he wasn't. He was in prison. Out of body experience, man, and went all the way to that woman's house. Man, I seen some stuff, boy, in that class, boy. Don't play with it, man. Anyway, man, look. That's that story right there, homie. Whoosh. Y'all tell the people y'all love, you love them, man. And always remember, man, I represent the gangsters, homie, the Avalon gangsters. And peace in L.A., man. Peace in L.A. If you don't want peace, you need to get out and leave. Peace.
Gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie. Ain't nobody gangsta boogie. 4, 2, 1, man. 4, 2, 1, man.